Today you're going to learn some more letters, but this time they are beginning in a different way. To prepare you for that, we're going to practice an oval. This oval is going to begin at the headline and curve down to the baseline and then come up and close at the headline. We will do this oval to the count of 8. This would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold your pencil in the air and make an oval as I trace this one. Ready? Write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Check your writing position. Make sure you're sitting correctly and holding your paper and pencil correctly. Put your pencil on the headline and be ready to make the oval as I count for you. Ready? Write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I would like for you to look at the first letter you're going to learn, the letter A. It begins at the midline, curves back down to the baseline, up to the midline and closes, then a slant to the baseline and undercurve to the midline for the finish. A round, close, slant, undercurve. Watch as I make this letter for you. Beginning at the midline, curve back down to the baseline, then up to the midline and close, then a slant to the baseline and undercurve to the midline for the finish. Hold your pencil in the air and make the letter A as I trace this one. Ready? Begin. Curve back down, up and close, slant to the baseline, undercurve to the midline for the finish. Now put your pencil at the midline and let's make the letter A. Ready? Write. Curve back down to the baseline, then up to the midline and close. Slant to the baseline, undercurve up to the midline for the finish. We can make the letter A to the count of 2. Watch me do this. The first part will be the complete closing of the A. That will be 1. The slant and the finish will be 2. Try that now. Put your pencil on the midline and I will count for you. Ready? Write 1, 2. Look at yours. Look at mine. Check to see that you started at the midline, that you came down to the baseline, that you closed the A, that your slant came back to the baseline, and the undercurve to the midline for the finish. Now see if you can find the letter A in this picture. Look carefully at the picture. I'll bet you found it already. And there is the letter A. We can use the letter A to write the word R, A-R-E. Watch as I do that on the chalkboard. Beginning with the letter A, curve down, then up and close, slant. Now with the undercurve, we're going to go to the letter R, undercurve, retrace, slide, slant, the letter E, undercurve, loop, slant, and undercurve for the finish. I would like for you to hold your pencils in the air and write the word R as I trace it. Ready? Beginning with the A. Curve back down, now up and close, slant, the letter R, undercurve, retrace, slide, slant, the letter E, undercurve, loop, slant, and finish to the midline with the undercurve. Put your pencil on the midline and let's write the word R. Ready? Right, first the A. Curve back down, up, close, slant, now the R. Under curve, retrace, slide, slant. The letter E. Under curve, loop, slant, and finish. Now I want you to check your word R as the word appears again. First the letter A, the letter R, and the letter E, R. The next letter that you're going to learn is the letter O. Watch me make this letter on the board. It begins slightly below the midline with a circular down and then up and closes with a little retrace and then a swing out, a little undercurve up to the midline. Hold your pencils in the air and make the letter O as I trace this one. Ready? Begin. Circular down, up, close, retrace, swing out. Put your pencil just below the midline and let's make the letter O. Ready? Begin. Circular down, up, close, retrace, swing out. We can make the letter O to the numerical count of 2. Watch as I do that. The first part of the O, the circular part, will be number 1. The retrace and the swing out will be number 2. Put your pencil just below the midline and let's make this while I count for you. Ready? Begin. 1, 2. Check your O to see that you started just below the midline, that your circular down comes around to the baseline, then back up and closes, a little retrace, and this little undercurve to the midline for the finish. Let's look at the letter O again. Beginning just below the midline with a circular down and up, close, retrace, and swing out. Watch as it appears again. Circular down, up, retrace, swing out. See if you can find the letter O in this picture of an L. I'm sure you have found it already, and there it is, the letter O. I would like for you now to practice the letter combination OA that we will be using in some words. We'll begin with the O, slightly below the midline, then a circular down, up, and close, and then the little retrace. Now at this point, with the swing out, we're going to continue on with the A, and so that it will be under, and then we've got to change it to over. See that little connection there to make the A. And then coming down and up, close the A, slant, and an undercurve for the finish. Hold your pencils in the air and let's trace the OA letter combination. Ready? Begin. Circular down, up, close, retrace, now under, over, then curve back down, up, and close, slant to the baseline, curve up to the midline for the finish. Put your pencil slightly below the midline, and I want you to write this now on your paper. Ready? Write. Circular down, up, close, retrace, now a little undercurve, and then becoming an overcurve for the A, then back down to the baseline, up and close, slant to the baseline, undercurve, up for the finish. Let's take a look at this letter combination again. Watch the O, now under, over for the A, and undercurve for the finish. Now I'm going to use the letter combination OA in the word boat. Watch as I make this word. Beginning at the baseline with an undercurve, then a loop and a slant for the letter B, undercurve, retrace. Now an undercurve and over so that we can write the letter O, and circular down, up, close, retrace. Now under, over so we can make the letter A, curve back down, up, close, slant. Now an undercurve for the letter T. Remember the T is not as tall as the B. Slant, undercurve for the finish, and cross the T. Hold your pencils in the air and write the word boat as I trace this one. Ready? Begin. Undercurve, slant, undercurve, retrace. Now under, over, circular down, up, close, retrace, under, over, curve back down, up and close, slant, now the T, undercurve, slant, finish, cross the T. I'd like for you to write that word now on your paper. Put your pencil on the baseline. Begin with the B. Undercurve, slant, undercurve, retrace. Now under, over for the O, circular down, up, close, retrace, under, over, now the A, back down, up and close, slant, the letter T, undercurve, slant, finish, cross the T. Look at your word boat as we watch the word appear again. First the letter B, the letter O, A, and the letter T. Cross the T. Boat. There's another word that I would like for you to look at. This one begins with the letter O. It is the word ours, meaning something that belongs to you and me. First the letter O. Notice the connection to the U. Then the letter R. And the letter S. Ours. I would like for you to practice this word for your next lesson. And don't forget to practice the ovals that begin at the headline and curve down to the baseline. That's important for practicing with these letters A and O, and there will be several more that will be in this group. And I'll see you in the next lesson.